know what to do.
The dump tank is open!
I'm going to look around a little bit, Janet, and I'll stop and say goodbye before I leave.
Right over there to the left. I was probably taking
How you feeling, Mr. Schultz? The water's cold, people. Come on over. The dunk tank is open.
We found you.
Yeah, and I recognize your names on it too.
I can just check in. Jeanette Carpenter.
Is this the Roy Adams of the bus driver? Bus driver?
All right, Talia. Just try to hit that orange as hard as you can. Oh!
Go by Marks, just like, and I was like, all right. This is so cool.
You're not doing it, Gus.
Okay, I mean, okay.
Did you say how she was married? Every once in a while, I recognize that. I recognize a few of them.
Yep. Shenanigans.
No, I don't try. I didn't know. I didn't know.
I know where to go.
But I just bought a car.
Cotton candy?
He's on a mission.
Good one.
So yeah, please come over and
Right away, aren't I?
Are you bored?
No, no.
Now, what are you doing here? Matter of fact,
Don't get a softball if you want to talk about bunch of stuff.
What happened now?
Yes.
It was more fun over here watching him get done. It came right out of
That's why I call it just that little.
No, when we first got we tried again. Sit look at it. Oh, that's what you're doing?
I don't remember it.
The way we got together was when I was the president of the Secretary of the Corporation and first assistant back then.
Well, I don't. The more you have, I'll weigh in. I'll do the final thing. I listen sometimes, right?
I know I saw her on the square. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Pam? Yeah, I see her now.
Thanks for signing, guys.
Where's that?
15 minutes.
Alrighty. Well,
See you later.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good to see you again, Kelly.
Thanks for snapping by.
Kids that go to college. And they said, I didn't understand why I was getting back into it. I'll pick my favorite, but the other songs on the album. Just for that.
It really
I
is.
like it.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Only 45, right? Yeah.
So much better.
Why not?
You're lucky enough to come by.
I am the rule.
Just load that up.
I'm so
Listen, listen. The voters knew what they were getting into, right?
I paid them $100
Yeah.
fees not to vote for me. They thought it was to vote for me. It's a joke. But didn't make it.
Jim Hoy, Roy Allen, John Fast.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh, my kids would love you because I was surprised yell at me because I never let them get cotton candy.
This is true cotton candy. Made from maple. Made from maple.
Thank you.
Super.
I was spending too much time talking to you and I missed you.
Used to be tree sap.
What I had to do, saw it without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step on the byway. More, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But
Hey guys, how are you?
We came down to dunk and administrate.
You did.
Just missed it. You missed it.
Just left. And he was.
Yeah, we missed the whole thing.
You know, real people. It's phenomenal. Hey, Molly. Oh, it's so good. So see everything over there? You know what's going on over there? over, we'd like to have a permanent display in our library. Whether we make it like a walk-in museum, a secondary library, or something like that. All right, so if you're facing the front of the school, okay, and on the far left, at the bottom, it says 1939, carved right to the building.
Oh, and we took that out and you're
And if you get right around that, so the 1939 is on the front of the building, and then it goes like this. On this side, there's a big hole in the building. That's where it was. So the next year, we're going to make a new one to put back in. So there's a bucket over there by Miss Oliver's table that says, "Do you have ideas for the new time capsule?" Put any ideas you have right into it. Oh, could you imagine? Mask is going to go in there for sure.
Yeah, man.
Right? They are here? All right, thanks for coming.
Offer you free samples of maple candy.
Yeah.
I'm good on that. That man
Thank you. Mackenzie. We look the same, especially with
that man in the pink shirt.
yeah, in the bright pink. Yeah, yeah it is. Yeah, you're doing good. Oh yeah, no, I got that here too.
How are you? Good to see you. I met you at the time board.
That's right. Yes. Very well, thank you.
We're going to start on number 9.
How are you? Good. You didn't take a look, I don't know. There's all kinds of pictures and stuff.
Oh my gosh, yep. She's got a little tiny bulldog t-shirt. Right? No, I don't know. Oh, you take her down later. I mean, all this. That's weird.
I remember you from when I used to sub at Franklin. I brought
How you doing? Now there's one. I didn't hear that. Yes, I don't. Give a thumbs up. Look as happy as you can in a costume.
Telling you,
Ready? Okay. You have to sign out this one. You don't have somebody there in charge of the volunteers?
No talking about it.
we found it this morning. We'll figure it out. Backside down the machine. Ready? Interesting stuff. Oh, we look this.
So I did that last week. Yeah.
Just let me know.
It's not a recliner. I find it
Are they opening something? What? Is it already open? I think they're still going to talk about some of the things. Yeah, a lot of what's over there came out of the box. I'm going to talk about it. Christina, you have your thing to sign? Oh, I'm not running. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Good for you.
I know Sam had Matt.
I signed it. Yeah, I signed it. Thanks for being here as always. I'm gonna. Unfortunately, I guess Bob Cairns had to leave, and he goes on. So I
Yay! I'm fully zombie too. I'm fully zombie. Steven's daughter's up there. Here's Sam up there. Oh, he's probably talking.
are you getting some feedback?
Hi, Jane. I'm just gonna say that.
And you were in front of it before, I think.
Joshua Baxter, our valedictorian this year.
Thank you.
I believe it was probably seated 100. It's just. And I thought. Yes.
Try to make it work. This way, guys. So if you guys just want to stand,
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We appreciate you all being here today for the Delaware Academy Time Capsule reveal. If you haven't had a chance, be sure to make your way over to the Delaware Academy tents. We have opened the time capsule, and everything that was inside is displayed so that you can see it while remaining socially distant. Unfortunately, we couldn't open it on stage because we wanted everybody to be able to get a really nice look at what's inside of there. I'm really pleased to announce that we have a lot of honored guests with us here today. Many people who were here when the time capsule was created originally. And so I'd just like to take a moment to mention them and the years that they graduated. We have Janet Maxwell from the class of 1946. whose name we were actually able to find on our lists, which is really wonderful. We have Bill Oliver from the class of 1942. Lucille Lee Frisbee from the class of 1948. William Frisbee from the class of 1946. And on stage with me today, I'd like to introduce some other special guests. Mayor Sam Mudrala from the class of 1986. Elizabeth Huneke, the Board of Education President from the class of 1993. Josh Baxter, the Senior Class President for the class of 2021. And valedictorian. And Kelly Zimmerman, our Superintendent of Schools. Just a few announcements from the Bicentennial Committee. Upcoming, we have a stroll through time, a walking tour on May 22nd. We would like you to join the Beautification Committee and plant red geraniums for the bicentennial because they were used during the village's centennial in 1821. And we would also like to have you join us for the Fair on the Square. There will be fireworks on July 2nd and many of those fun events. So the Fair on the Square this year, thank goodness we were able to make that happen, right? All right, and just some other special thank yous. I'd like to thank Meg Oliver, who did a lovely job putting all of this information together for us on Delaware Academy's history, and she really did a wonderful job. There's some handouts over there that she's created as well, if you'd like to take those with you. Beth Marino, who was a big help in helping us organize and get everything laid out and displayed so beautifully. The Delhi Fire Department for filling our dunk tank, which we all had a blast with a little bit earlier. Mr. Schultz for sitting in the dunk tank. And then all of the Bicentennial Committee members who are here. And they actually have some of the mugs and the t-shirts. Our matted posters are not yet available, I don't believe, but they will be very shortly, I believe. All right, and so now I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Mayor to speak a little of Delhi's history.
Well, thank you all. Wow, what a big crowd, huh? I'm really happy to see this on a beautiful day. Aren't you guys all happy to be here?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Greenfield. Just a couple of things. First and foremost, good afternoon and welcome, okay? I'm honored to be here and to be invited to participate in this monumental event. This is truly a really spectacular event to see all you guys here. I want to thank Kelly Zimmerman, Abby, and Barb Jones. Where's Barb here? Somewhere here. They put a wonderful event together, okay? Let me do a little history. I was horrible at history in school, but I had our historian put this together. Where does Delhi come from? Well, it was named after, well, of course, New Delhi, or Delhi, but Judge Foote, who was called a great mogul. I guess he must have been really big. Well, the real great moguls, they resided in Delhi. So Judge Foote and his friends thought, hey, what a befitting name. Isn't that nice? Well, not really. There was somebody else here, General Root. He really didn't like that. He wanted it to be called Mapleton. Mapleton, I guess that didn't fit. Well, all the residents, they said Delhi, or Delhi was the name. Well, Mapleton said, hell no. Literally he said, hell no. And he said, Del High. It's hell high. That's how it became Del High. I just learned that a little while ago. Interesting. Well, here we are in Delhi and so on. Well, the first school, Delaware Academy, it was right here on these grounds. And it stood adjoining the courthouse. And then it got moved to a nearby location where it was occupied by the post office. And then later on, it got moved onto the Sheldon Estate. That's where it now resides. At the college, excuse me. And then it moved on to Sheldon Estate. So it's really a lot of history here, and this time capsule encompasses all of that. Well, there's a couple of other things. Some of the major families here in Delhi, we've got to recognize them because they put all of this together and they made what it has become today. I'm going to recognize them because I think we need to. The Clarks, they're here. There's a lot that they do for us. The Sherwoods, the Sheldons, the Olivers. I'm going to recognize these guys. The Frisbees, they put a lot of effort into this village and town. Did I mention the Sheldons, the Maxwells? Can't forget you, right? Well, there's my other dad. Take off your hat. The Greenfields, you know? Who else did we miss? I think we got most of the people. Well, if you're lucky enough to be in Delhi, I think that's a great place to be. Delhi, not Delhi. That's another place. Maybe you can go visit there sometime. Now, I just want to tell you a little story. A little story that I learned when I was here going to school. And if you're lucky enough to go to school here at Delaware Academy, be fortunate, be very fortunate. There's three things in life. You have time, energy, and then money. When you're young, you have all the time and all the energy, no money. When you're middle-aged, you have all the energy and all the time. Excuse me, not all the money, but no time. When you're older, you have all the money and all the time, but no energy, right? I need a chair to sit down. I'm starting to get tired. Well, at Delaware Academy, some of my teachers, they taught me these values. And if you're really good and you plan well, you can have all three of these. So the lesson is plan well and utilize your time, energy, and money well. Because of that, I am where I am. They've taught me this. And some of those people that taught me at Delaware Academy, I want to recognize them. I don't know if I see some of them here, but Mr. Gendel. I know somebody's laughing, but those of you who remember Mr. Gendel and Mr. Nealis, you remember them. There's Mr. Griffith and Mr. Thompson. I did not get hit by any of them. I did not, but I'm sure some of you did. Okay? There's Mrs. Morris, my art teacher. And Mr. Allewine. I don't see any of them here, but some of them, when they're around, it's going to get to them. I recognize that they taught me a lot of values about time, energy, and money. So, and of course, my tennis partner, I don't see him here. He's probably too tired. He just made me play 4 sets of tennis with him. Mr. Black, okay? So I'm honored, I really am, to be here and to share this wonderful experience of the time capsule. We have so much here in Delhi, so much history. I'm honored to be here and to graduate from Delaware Academy. I really am. And because of the values that they taught me, I went on to become an engineer and so forth, and here I am, back in town, serving all of you guys. So you all of the students here, if you're here, have the honor and privilege of coming from a great place. Don't ever forget it. And I can say that because I've been to almost every single country in the world, and where did I end up? Right back here. This is truly a wonderful place, and you all have this honor and privilege for coming from this place and to serve it if you can. So thank you.
All right, thank you. And so now we have Mrs. Kelly Zimmerman, our Superintendent of Schools.
Thank you, that's very kind. Ooh, that sounds really loud when I stand in front of it. I'm not only honored but humbled to be here today. Just watching the fruits of our labor and watching everybody gather around all of these artifacts, this is why we're here. This defines community. And everybody who came out today has a part of this. And everybody who was here before us has a part in this. Now, Mayor Sam did a great job capturing some of the history, but Mrs. Oliver over there again, hi Mrs. Oliver. She took the time to write out for me and some of her research a bit more of the history. So I want to share with you that Delaware Academy is the 20th oldest public high school in the entire United States.
Didn't know that.
Our school is officially founded in 1819 with a department for young children added in 1838. 1819. The front of our building still captures that origination date. The original structure was near the location of the Delhi Post Office right here across the street. That is now also a historical building in Delhi. The second location was built in 1856 on the grounds of what is now SUNY Delhi. It was raised in 1977, but the cornerstone was preserved by the Delaware County Historical Association. In 1910, Delaware Academy joined the New York State public education system, and in 1914, $50,000, which was a lot of money back then, was raised to build a new school, and the rest of the cost was covered by the state. In 1936, several of our small districts were centralized into the central building in Delhi, including several one-room schoolhouses in Bovina, Treadwell, Hamden, and Meredith. And 7th and 8th grade were then added. However, this growth necessitated the need for a larger building, and in 1937, the property on Sheldon Drive was purchased. The new school opened on September 9th of 1940. The ceremony to lay the cornerstone was held in June of 1939. Some of you may have seen the pictures from that ceremony over there. It was interrupted by poor weather, but was still attended by over 300 people. The day's events included remarks from the building's architect, a representative from the Public Works Administration, our school marching band, children singing, and the placement of a time capsule in a small copper box in the cornerstone of that building. In 1963, our elementary building was constructed, and more additions and renovations have continued through the decades since then. In 2012, our New York State Charter was officially updated to change the name from Delhi Central School District back to Delaware Academy. In the 2 centuries since In the next 2 centuries since its founding, Delaware Academy has stood solid through world wars, pandemics. I added an S, yes, pandemics. The Great Depression and countless other historical events. DA has changed from a 17th century boarding school to a public school that prepares students for an ever-changing and global society with a focus on continuous improvement and always service to our community. Researching the history of Delaware Academy in historical newspapers, which Mrs. Oliver has graciously captured for us over there. You see stories of annual concerts, speeches, debates, many varied sporting events, ballets, plays, musicals. Historical artifacts from the 1900s to present day reveal what we have valued for years at Delaware Academy. Today, we've displayed many of these artifacts from our time capsule for our community to share with us. And inside, we found complete class rosters, mementos from the day this cornerstone was laid, the Callan's yearbook, mementos of the Village of Delhi's 100-year centennial event, programs and a ticket to graduation, a ticket to the 1939 county fair, and a message to future boards of education that underscores the importance of paying our teachers well. So as I was reflecting and looking through these various artifacts, I'm only left to assume that they represent what then was the excitement, the hopes, and the dreams for the future of Delaware Academy. And I'm left here just to hope that we've lived up to those ideals. We do have special guests in attendance today whose names actually grace the rosters of a time when our campus was just in its infancy. Bill Oliver, class of 46. Lucille Lee Frisbee, class of 48. Janet Maxwell, class of 42. And William Frisbee, class of 46. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Talk about being humbled. When Janet joined us today and we found her name and brought it over, thank you for your stories. I sat and I listened as she told me about her classmates and reminisced about what this one did, and she may have called a few other names, and I had to say, what does that mean? Well, he was the one that was always cutting up in school, and of course we remember those, right? So again, I'd like to thank the individuals who did put all their time and effort into making today's event possible. The Village of Delhi Bicentennial Committee, Delaware Academy teacher Abigail Losi, our mayor Sam Madrala, DA, all of our DA students and staff volunteers who are here today. If you're a Delaware Academy student today, just put your hand up. There's a ton of them here, guys. Look at this. Right? Yes. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Sisio and our buildings and grounds staff for crafting our display box and our setup here today. Mr. Paterziba, of course, for recording this momentous event for us. Mrs. Temple, Mrs. Marino, Mrs. Oliver, Mrs. Shearer, Mr. Schultz, the list could go on. So, following today's event, we do have plans to dedicate a section of our library to the preservation of Delaware Academy's history. Next school year, we'll be joining all of our students in Delaware Academy to prepare a new time capsule to place back in the cornerstone of our school. If you've had a chance to stop over to the library table, there's actually a suggestion box if anyone has suggestions of what mementos would be important to include in that. Who would have ever predicted that some of our mementos, I can anticipate, would commemorate a global pandemic and how we came together as a school and a community to overcome so many challenges this year. DA finds a way. We are history in the making, and I'm just thrilled that you could all be here to share this with us today. Thank you very much and enjoy your day.
All right, thank you so much again for coming today. We had some great weather, so I'm very happy with our rain date. Feel free to go and check out the time capsule itself on the two tables here and the table that Mrs. Oliver has created for us with DA's history. We would love to hear your suggestions for the new box. Have a great day. Thank you.
happy